Investy Besties, welcome back to the channel. Good morning to all of you. It is really early, like it's a crack of dawn. Like you can see right here, the sun is just starting to come up where I live. So it's pretty dark. But anyway, thank you guys so much for coming back to the channel. My name is Shalise. I'm a mama, a wife, a worker bee, the face behind MT or Mommy Trader. And my husband and I are trying to get our family of 5 to financial independence, financial freedom. So if you want some motivation, some encouragement, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. I am not a financial advisor. I am not a fiduciary. I am an investor like you. We're in the trenches together, buying and holding into good companies and into good ETFs and index funds long term. Okay. Remember, do not fall for spam. Okay. I have to make my little announcement. Do not fall for spam, WhatsApp, scammers, anything like that. Always confirm via my email, mommytradertube@gmail.com, because it can be a little scary, a little weird if someone is reaching out to you pretending to be me. As the channel grows, that always happens. Okay. I try to get it down, but you already know how crazy it can get. I'm only active here on YouTube and Instagram via my link directly below. If you see me on Facebook or anywhere else, it's a scammer. Report it. Okay. So September is the last day of September. It's September 30th. And to me, September went by fast. If you watch my September investing video, I mentioned in that video that we wanted to save a lot of our extra money to beef up our emergency funds. So I'm a big fan of having emergency funds, especially for like the here and now. I don't want our emergency fund like in the stock market or wrapped up into, like a high risk asset. I want our emergency fund to be an insurance policy for the here and now, because it's not a matter of when things will go wrong. It's a matter of if. And also because we have a lot of things going on with our financial picture. We own several properties. I actually vlogged the most recent purchase that we did back in April. We purchased a property about 45 minutes or so out of state. Well, it's 45 minutes or so outside of Charleston, South Carolina. We live more than 45 minutes from South Carolina, but we had to fly there. But you see all of that on that vlog, and we did purchase that property and land in cash. So if you want to get more a picture of like our real estate investing journey, you can check out that vlog. But we have a lot going on. So it's not just us investing in the market. We have several properties, a couple of side hustles, example, Mommy Trader. And so we want to make sure that we can weather any emergency that comes up without having to access those types of accounts. So we were focused on that, and we did a great job meeting our goal. Also in September, it's interesting because in September, I always refer to it as sell-tember, because usually the stock market pulls back a little bit. But I think once the Fed cut the interest rates, the stock market was just on a whole nother trajectory moving forward. So, the market closed pretty good, like the second half of the month. Can't complain about that, because our Fidelity account hit 400K, which is amazing. Thank God for that. Because let me tell you, my husband and I, we work real hard. We're grinding over here, trying to, do right by our money, increase our income, give back, save, invest, just be like good stewards, good managers of what we have. So, we've been working real hard, and we met that 400K milestone. So super duper happy about that. But let's talk about October. So you saw in the thumbnail, we are going to be buying SCHD again. I really am excited about this because originally, so this was our plan. We met our share size goal. We wanted to reach 450 shares of SCHD. If you've been watching me for a while, you knew this. If you're new to the channel, then maybe this is the first time you're hearing it, but I've been talking about it for a while. I've been investing in SCHD now for about 2.5 years. So we got there. Woohoo, go us. We've been consistent, all of that. But then when the share split was announced, so I did my previous video from this one, I talked about the share split with Schwab and why I think they did it and why I think it could be good for the ETF and our plans moving forward. Now, remember, guys, with Schwab, they do not allow you to buy fractional shares of ETFs. SCHD is an ETF. SCHG is an ETF. And so I think it's kind of interesting that they don't allow you to buy fractional shares of their own ETFs. But nonetheless, the split will make it more affordable for the average investor, the retail investor, to actually invest in, I think, a pretty solid ETF. Remember, SCHD tracks the top 100 dividend paying companies on the stock market. So I like it for income purposes. We plan to retire in about 2 years or so. So it's really early. So we're trying to build up like these bridge accounts so that we can get there. We have our retirement-based accounts, the 401k, the Roths, the HSA, all of that. But we also are building up CDs, and we have high-yield savings accounts, and we also have the taxable brokerage accounts like Interactive Brokers, Robinhood, Moomoo, etc., so that we can get to our goals as well. So for October, we want to start to invest about, I think if we can get like 10 shares, especially post-split, that'll be really, really, really good. We have several income sources, and so we're already starting to plan this strategy out. We're not trying to hurry up and get, 2,000 shares of it. So post-split, we'll have about 1,650 shares, and the goal is 2,000 shares, but we're not trying to get there in a month, okay? And so that's what we're going to do. Slow and steady wins the race. So about 10 shares for the month of October. You'll see the rest of our investing plan on your screen. It is a tracker that I did create. You could use it on like an iPad. You can download it. You can print it out, put it in your planner. I know many of you have used it. Thank you so much for your support. And I really like it because it helps me to be more strategic, to have like a written out strategy for our investment plan. Like we have a written out strategy for our budget or debt payoff, but not investing. And so you can see for the month, we plan to invest like extra money, about $2,500. We still want to continue to build up our sinking funds and emergency fund. Why? Because we have 4 properties. We have a lot going on, and we're getting into accredited investing, and that requires capital up front. So just having a beefier emergency fund just works for our personal situation. I can't tell you what to do because personal finance is personal, but this is what we're doing over here in my neck of the woods. So about $2,500 after, like extra. This is after the 401k, Roths, all the investing we normally do. This is extra, okay? So some of my money goals for the month of October is, like I mentioned, 10 shares of SCHD. I also have a goal of getting, I would say $600 in dividends from our taxable accounts. I'm not counting IRAs or anything like that because that's long-term future. I'm looking at what we can access liquidity wise in our mid to late 40s, mid to late 50s, if that makes sense. So that, and then I think the third one is just to continue to invest for my 18-year-old daughter. So she is a senior now. I do have an investing for kids video coming out, so just stay tuned for that because I know a lot of you have been asking me about that, and I'll give you an update. So those are our money goals for the month of October. Nothing too crazy, just kind of simple, right? If we come down to like pre-tax and after-tax investing, so of course the 401k, the plan is to always max that out. It's a great tax benefit if you do so, and if you get a match, it's like cherry on top. So I just love the 401k. Same with the HSA. Now my husband's job, they actually provide a match to his HSA. So, I mean, why not max it out as well? I will have a video coming soon about the Roth IRA, the backdoor method that we plan on using, because you have to do it a little differently when you're doing the backdoor Roth versus the traditional way of maxing, contributing and maxing to the Roth IRA. But the max contribution for this year for us is $7,000 each. And then we come over to the events, of course, some, MT. I make money from my website, YouTube, etc. And so, I always try to put aside, give money out of that, save and invest literally the majority of that. And then after tax, of the investing challenge. So when you see this video, the polls will be up. I do have a playlist talking about the investing challenge. So what I normally do is put a poll up every quarter now. I used to do month to month. Now it's every quarter. I put a poll up for an ETF. You all vote, all of my subscribers, okay? Whatever the majority picks, that is the pick for that month. You can put $1 a day, $5 a day, $10 a day aside. And at the end of the month, just go ahead and invest. You can pick whatever you want, or you can go with whatever the majority picks. The idea behind the challenge that I've been doing now for several years on my channel, okay? So I'm not new to this. We've been doing this several years with small amounts of money. I want you to see that small shares do add up. Small contributions, small deposits add up. This challenge is showing a lot of people. I have thousands of people doing this challenge. Show you that, even if I could only invest $30 for the month, $31, $35, $50, $100, I'm doing something, and we're creating good habits. So when that tax refund time come around, you're already in the space to say, I'm going to make good decisions with this money, and I'm going to invest a big chunk of it. I'm going to save a big chunk of it. I'm going to pay off a lot of debt. I'm going to, build my emergency fund. I'm going to do something that's going to push me forward financially. So make sure you vote in those polls. If you want to, I do have an investing challenge book that I did create. Anything you see me use on my website or on my channel, if I'm live, if I'm in workshops, I created spreadsheets, trackers, books. Your girl sat down at a computer, turned her brain on, and I was just creating. So thank you for your support. I do have a book, digital and hard copy. Again, links are all down below. And I have my stuff here so I can look. Continue with the investing challenge and invest for our kids and invest in good dividend stocks and ETF. That's pretty much it. Coming down to like things that motivate me, affirmations, what I'm watching, reading, or listening to, quotes that I love, things like that. Okay. And the reason why I have this down here is because it's so important to make sure when you get hit, you get in a rut, because that happens on any financial journey. You get in a rut, you may experience burnout. So these things will help you be motivated. Okay. It just motivates me. You know what? That anyone can learn how to invest. I've talked to many of you over the years who were investing for the first time. We're talking about white, Black, Asian, Hispanic. I mean, from all different backgrounds, single parents, grandparents, people who, were incarcerated, people who were in the military. All of us have an opportunity at this. And so that's the hope behind my channel. It's just to bring some normalcy to it. Like just a regular average person trying to get there. I know I don't look like a millionaire walking down the street, and that's the purpose. My money is working for us. We don't wear a whole lot of it. What I'm watching, reading, or listening to. So I really have been enjoying our dividend and finance workshops. We just had one this past weekend. It was really great. And the book that we all selected was The Simple Path to Wealth. So I'm going to be reading that for this month. I really do like J.L. Collins. He has several interviews here on YouTube. The audio book is here on YouTube. And again, it's just about educating yourself. Knowledge is power. And so the same amount of time we spend scrolling and watching reality shows and all that, we could be really educating ourselves on just a simple way to build wealth. It doesn't have to be complicated or just kind of all over the place or chaotic. It can be simple. And so that's a great book to check out. And he is a great, great guy to just watch and listen to. So that's the plan for the month of October. Let me know down below, what is your plan for the month of October when it comes to your investing? What are you looking to buy? I'm sure a lot of you are looking at SCHD, but what else are you looking at? Again, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. We're almost at 25,000 subscribers, and I cannot get there without all of you. I really, really do appreciate it. Again, thank you guys so much for watching, and until next time, I'll see you on the next one. Bye-bye.